Morning. Amanda Delisle, of course. How is everybody doing today? I hope really well. Hope everybody had a good rest. Any crazy dreams, share them with me. That'd be cool. So, day 4, I think, for the new house. So still unpacking. I had some family come over yesterday, brought dinner and the rest of my things, so every time I get unpacked I get more things. Very abundant. It's a good problem to have. Anyways, the card I'm going to pull today is from Ascended Masters. I'm just going to pull one and share it just for a little thought for the day. And a funny thing unpacking. I got vinegar that leaked in a bag and got things wet, and the only thing that got damaged in the move was this book. Tokapa wrote it. Tokapa Turner. She's from Canada, from Salt Spring Island, which was close to where I used to live. And I'm just going to read what the bio on the back. Canadian writer and teacher, dream worker who blends mystical tradition of Sufism with Jungarian approach to dreams. In 2001, she founded the Dream School, from which hundreds of students have since graduated, sometimes called a midwife to the psyche. Tokapa's work focuses on restoring the feminine, reciprocity with nature, honoring grief, ritual, and making beauty. She lives on a small island in the Salish Sea of BC. So, tokapa.com is her website. Anyways, this book got a little beat up in the move, but it's the only book I'm reading. I brought a bunch of books from Canada. I haven't really opened them yet, and the climate in Mexico is not nice to books, especially where I was living. So they get like dirt and musty and damp, so it's a little heartbreaking if you like books moving here, if you live in like an older place like I had before, and not like, brand new condo with air conditioning and the doors closed. So it's food for thought. If you're gonna move to Mexico and you want to bring books, like bring totes, and you're gonna have to keep them in totes. You won't be able to put them up on bookshelves and stuff like that, like I say, unless you live in a nicer place with air conditioning. So that will be part of my business once the priorities get down lower and lower to like book health. And I'm gonna have to go through with a little damp cloth and wipe the pages off and stuff. You can imagine I've got some really good books from having a spiritual store for over a decade. Yeah, really cool books and cards. Anyways, this one wanted your attention today. It's called Belonging, Remembering Ourselves Home. And it is fantastic. I have referred this book to so many people. One of humanity's huge pain, like collective pain or crisis, is that we got kicked out of the Garden of Eden, that we got cast out of heaven, that God abandoned us, that we're all alone, that nobody understands us. Our parents didn't love us, our best friend dumped us, our husband cheated on us, we flunked out of school. There's so many examples of the aching that people have inside to belong to something, to someone, and turns that deeper into we don't belong to ourselves, that there's many parts of ourselves that we don't like, that don't serve us, that maybe we blame our parents for having, or our friend groups, our employers. That's another really big one, not belonging at work, or sports teams. It's like the world mirrors this pain of not belonging in all of our circumstances outside of us. She's sharing in a way until we can fully belong to ourselves, until we can love and accept ourselves, and we can see ourselves more kindly. Like a big movement right now is called reparenting, like reparenting yourself. So this happened yesterday with my husband. He said, I posted the extra stove for sale and I'm so excited. And he's like, oh, did you post it under your profile or a different profile? Because you don't want anybody finding our new house, because I said we left that house under threat and violence, the old house that I actually had purchased. So anyways, I'll get into that another time, but he's concerned that we're not safe and that people are gonna find us, and he's a man looking after me, and he's like, oh, you shouldn't use your main profile because somebody might find you. So of course I reacted. I'm like, oh, nothing's ever good enough. It's always wrong. Your way is always right. Like, these are the things I'm thinking, and I say some of it, and then he's like, forget about it. And I thought that's like one of these places of belonging. Like, he's my tribe, and I felt like I didn't do the right thing, and that I was being cast out of his heart, maybe, or whatever the emotional weird thing in a woman thinks. Poor guys, I'm sorry. Women are very strange this way. But anyways, I apologized and he apologized, and we worked through it, and said that the better way would have been before posting, hey, how much threat and danger do you think we're in? Can I post now? Should I wait a week to post? Of course, Facebook does not allow you to create a fake profile and post on Marketplace. So that wouldn't have worked anyways. But anyhow, it simmered down and it's fine. But there's everyday experiences where I had to reparent myself, love myself, go, okay, I've been under a lot of stress, and in my heart I'm trying to do something good to make some money for rent, and in his heart he's trying to keep us safe. So everybody's coming from a good place, and that practice and that spiritual background, the information from books and cards, websites, podcasts, it all helps when every day you come up against challenges. And it's never ever positive, good idea to focus your frustration on somebody you love. And sadly, that's what we do. Our mom, our husband, our child, our best friend, they're the ones we vent to, and they get, in some regards, the worst of us. Because we're super friendly to the cab driver and the lady at the tienda and your boss. So I don't have any answers or food for thought. be really interested if somebody wants to chime in on the comments and maybe why they think that sometimes we're hardest on the people that love and help us the most. It's a very strange thing. Anyways, I'm gonna get started on my day here soon, but I did want to say this book, Belonging, Remembering Ourself Home, dives really deeply into a lot of really cool Hungarian science and experience. And Tokapa grew up in basically a cult, like a Sufi community, Sufism. So everybody thought she had like the most coolest parents and commune and tribal dinners, and thought she was like the luckiest kid. She felt completely ignored and abandoned and ran away and had a really challenging life. So it allowed her to dive deeply within herself, which is, I find from a lot of people, if their life is pretty good and things are pretty normal, they don't even ever scratch the surface of spirituality. They would never have walked through my door when I owned the store. That's just sometimes the crises in life that push you to the open door of the spirit. Okay, so Ascended Masters, here's the card before I take off. Let's see, I don't know one right on the top today. Okay, it's Krishna. Find the blessings in your current situation. Krishna. Find the blessings in your current situation. Maybe be a good journaling point. Active journaling is a very cool practice where you write, say 10 things I'm most grateful for and just bang them out, or one thing that I could have handled better this week and write that out, or 3 of my biggest hopes and dreams right now that I would like to do with my partner. So you could use this one. What is the biggest blessing in my life right now? Oh, you know what's so funny? There's 2 cards here stuck together. So funny. Okay, let's see what it is. You can see it before me. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Archangel Michael, everybody's favorite. That's really cool. I got goosebumps. That was a cool moment to share with you guys. You can do it. Okay, you guys. To me, this is Archangel Michael, one of the most powerful, benevolent archangels, ascended masters, is supporting us in expanding and growing all of the blessings in our life right now. If you guys have not heard any of Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, Abraham teachings, it's translated into every language, and I have been listening to Esther Hicks, Jerry and Esther Hicks, as pretty much as long as I can remember. And she always says, she's a channeler, amazing channeler, and she always says that you want to focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. And too many humans focus on what they don't want, what they don't like, and gather friends and support and make chat groups and therapy connections all around what they don't like. And that's a big reason why people are suffering. She said to focus on what you do like. What is the blessing? If there's only one small one, like you had a good rest, or your coffee this morning tastes amazing. I have been trying to get my formula right since I moved and got a new pot, and it's amazing today. And that is a blessing. It's a small, wonderful blessing. A kiss goodbye when your husband goes to work, or the cuddle with the cats, or you feel like sexy in your clothes today. Like, it could be small things, it could be big things, it could be you just got your test results back and you don't have cancer. It's a huge fear for people right now. Cancer is rampant. So your health, that you can remember something that makes you feel like so happy. So do this, especially now with the Archangel Michael. Spend some time today. Give yourself 10 minutes to write or talk into your phone and just ramble about the blessings and the good things, and that you have the universe support. You can do anything that you set your mind to. And I'm here for you too. I love to talk to you. So use me as a resource. I have time and I do care, and I've got quite a bit of experience and knowledge. Of course, it's just my perspective, but sometimes it's nice to have a different tool in your tool shed if you're trying to noodle through some stuff. Okay, have a good morning.